here and he says, when you go to the judgment seat of Christ, even as a believer with all your works, they're either wood or hay or stubble or silver or gold or precious stones. Now let's visualize. We give a man over here $10,000 and he invests it in wood. The next man is given $10,000, he invests it in hay. The next man has $10,000, it's in stubble. The man over here has $10,000, he invests it in gold. Wouldn't get much at $500 an ounce, would he? And the next man at silver, he wouldn't get too much at $12 an ounce. And the other man in precious stones. Now, this is your life's work. Your life's work is wood, hay, stubble, and the fire. Remember, our God is a consuming fire. Sure, God is love. But God also is a consuming fire. And all our lives, from the moment you began to witness for Christ, all your service, all your labors for Him, they're going to be shown. And here is a man, his life is just made of wood. Very beautiful. $10,000 wouldn't do much from a stack of mahogany these days, would it? But when the fire goes through it, what do you have? All you have is that wood going down until you've got ashes, maybe up to your ankles, and that's all there is left. A man's life, all his ministry, it showed. You see the difference between the wood and the hay and the stubble and the silver and the gold and the precious stones? Wood, hay and stubble are above the ground. They catch the eye. Silver and gold and precious stones are below the ground. Nobody sees them. There's a lot of public ministry in that day that's going to go down in ashes, my brother. Your life is wood, the fire's going to come. Hay, the fire's going to come to it. Stubble, the fire's going to come to it. But what if your life is silver and gold and precious stones? What is gold a sign of? Gold, I believe there, is a sign of our devotion to God. What happens when you burn gold? Nothing. All you do is change it from solid to liquid, but you don't reduce it. The gold is going to be tried to our devotional life. The silver, what is the silver? I guess you can interpret it different ways. I like to interpret it this way. The book of Proverbs says the tongue of the just is as choice silver. Yeah, every idle word you've spoken, even since you were saved, God has a kind of, He doesn't need a tape recorder, but He has an eternal record of it. You know, the gossip, the slander, the criticism, the prejudice. You know, when somebody upset you and instead of being quiet, you spilled out just what was on your heart at that moment. Can you think of all those awesome works? Can you think of all the work we've preached to thousands of people over the years? And we're going to answer, and the fire is going to be put to them? Well, will they be hay and stubble, or will they abide the fire? The fire shall try every believer's work. Silver, gold, precious stones. What are the precious stones? Well, when I read that, I think of the breastplate that was on the priest in the Old Testament. It was divided into 12. Each stone was a different stone. Each stone had the name of the tribe on it. And he went into the holy place to pray with a breastplate on him.